रेडियो उड़ान की अपडेट्स लेने के लिए इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और इस वीडियो को ज्यादा से ज्यादा लाइक कीजिए और शेयर कीजिए। फॉर मोर इन्फो लॉग ऑन टू www.radioudan.com। नमस्कार दोस्तों, आप सभी का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आपके फेवरेट शो डियर जिंदगी में और मैं हूँ ज्योति मलिक। और दोस्तों, हमारे साथ हमारी लाइफ कोच कविता हंस तो होने ही वाले हैं, पर उससे पहले मैं आपको बता दूं कि आज हम एक बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक पर बात करने वाले हैं। तो अब टीचर्स एंड जो पेरेंट्स हैं थोड़ा सा अलर्ट हो जाइए, क्योंकि आपके लिए ये बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक होने वाला है। आपने बहुत बार देखा होगा कि कुछ बच्चे ऐसे हैं जो अच्छा परफॉर्म नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, मतलब हमें लगता है कि वो अच्छा परफॉर्म नहीं कर पा रहे हैं और हम उन्हें अच्छा परफॉर्म करवाने के लिए कई बार बहुत मारते हैं, पीटते हैं। हमें लगता है बच्चा बहुत नॉटी है, बहुत एक्टिव है, ओवर एक्टिव है, चीजें तोड़ रहा है। बहुत कुछ होता है छोटे बच्चों के साथ, और मदर्स की और टीचर्स की जो कि बहुत छोटे बच्चों को संभालते हैं, उनका तो पूछे मत क्या हाल होता है। चलिए, तो आज मैं एक बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक को लेकर आई हूँ और कविता मैम के पास हम चलेंगे। वो टॉपिक है स्पेशल लर्निंग डिफिकल्टी, और मे बी इट कैन बी कॉल्ड स्पेशल लर्निंग डिसेबिलिटी। तो एसएलडी के बारे में हम आज बात करने वाले हैं। हमारे बच्चों में जो कि बहुत बार देखने को मिलती है, पर हमें पता ही नहीं होता कि ये भी प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है। तो आज के बाद आप समझ जाएंगे कि ऐसा भी कुछ है और आप अपने बच्चे को अच्छे से समझेंगे और उसका स्पेशल ध्यान रखेंगे। जो भी आज हम डिस्कशन करने वाले हैं, अभी आपको आगे पता चलने वाला है कि क्या करना है और कैसे पता चलता है कि एसएलडी वाली प्रॉब्लम है। तो कविता मैम, स्वागत है आपका।
हाय ज्योति and hello to all the listeners of Radio Udan. Yes Jyoti, this is a very important topic, and SLD is specific learning disability.
Oh, okay. I just said special learning disability.
So
thanks for correcting.
वेलकम। तो इसके अंदर मैं सिर्फ इतना बोलूंगी क्योंकि ये टॉपिक एक ऐसा है जिसके लिए हमें एक बहुत ही एक्सपर्ट लेवल की भी जरूरत पड़ेगी पैरेलली, लेकिन फ्रॉम अ कोच पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, फ्रॉम अ पेरेंट पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, आई वुड लाइक टू से हियर दैट लर्निंग डिसेबिलिटीज आप एज अ पेरेंट एंड एज अ टीचर अपनी क्लास में आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि आपने अपनी क्लास में देखा है कि सारे बच्चे डिफरेंट तरीके से परफॉर्म करते हैं, लेकिन फिर भी कुछ बच्चे ऐसे हैं जिनको एक प्रॉब्लम कंसिस्टेंटली उनके साथ रहती है। या तो उनकी स्पीच में प्रॉब्लम है, या उनकी लिखने की प्रॉब्लम है, या उनकी ग्रास्पिंग में प्रॉब्लम है, या उनके लॉजिक्स में प्रॉब्लम है, वो मैथ्स में लॉजिक नहीं लगा पाते हैं, या उनके फोकस एरिया में प्रॉब्लम है कि वो एक जगह पे बैठ नहीं सकते हैं, या फिर वो बहुत ज्यादा एंग्शियस रहते हैं और पूरे घर में भागते रहते हैं, क्लास में भी वो एक जगह पर बैठ नहीं सकते। तो ऐसे बच्चे जो कि बहुत ही ज्यादा अनकंट्रोलेबल हो जाते हैं इन सब एरियाज में, जहां आपको लगता है कि नहीं, इनमें कोई इंप्रूवमेंट आ ही नहीं रहा और ये सारी प्रॉब्लम्स एक कंसिस्टेंट फॉर्म में मेरे बच्चे के साथ हैं, उस वक्त आपको ये डाउट होना ही चाहिए कि शायद मेरे बच्चे में कोई लर्निंग डिसेबिलिटी तो नहीं। ऑल्दो इसकी फिर भी कोई गारंटी नहीं है, हो सकता है कि बच्चा जब बड़ा हो तो ठीक हो जाए, लेकिन आप उसको ये सोच के बैठे नहीं कि नहीं ये तो अभी छोटा है। आई डू अग्री कि कुछ बच्चे छोटे होते हैं तो हाइपर होते ही हैं, वो एक नेचुरल हाइपरनेस रहती है, लेकिन कुछ बच्चे अनकंट्रोलेबल भी होते हैं कि उनसे एक 1 + 1 = 2 का भी लॉजिक उनको समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, या वो सिंपल स्पेलिंग्स आप उनको आज सिखाते हैं और वो कल भूल जाता है या 2 घंटे बाद भूल जाता है। तो ऐसे सिम्टम्स जब आपके होते हैं, उस समय पर बहुत जरूरी है कि आप एक चाइल्ड साइकोलॉजिस्ट को जरूर दिखाएं। तो ज्योति, मैं सिर्फ एज ए कोच एंड एज अ मॉम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ही आपको दे सकती हूँ कि इसमें लर्निंग डिसेबिलिटी को हम कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करें एज अ मदर और एज अ टीचर। एंड आई वुड लाइक टू इनवाइट हियर टुडे one expert who is working in this segment from last 20 years of she has more than 20 years of experience in the same line. तो वो मैं समझ सकती हूँ कि वो जो इस बात पर, इस टॉपिक पे जो लाइट डालेंगी आज, उससे हमारे व्यूअर्स को, हमारे लिसनर्स को बहुत ही इंफॉर्मेशन मिलेगी कि वो अपने बच्चों के साथ इस चीज को कैसे डील कर सकते हैं।
डेफिनेटली। तो एक छोटे से ब्रेक के लिए हमें रुकना है। ब्रेक के बाद हम हमारे स्पेशल गेस्ट एक्सपर्ट से भी बात करेंगे और इस टॉपिक को और अच्छे से समझने की कोशिश करेंगे। एक छोटा सा म्यूजिकल ब्रेक लेते हैं और फिर वापस आते हैं। आप कहीं भी मत जाइएगा, सुनते रहिए रेडियो उड़ान, अ फ्लाइट ऑफ लाइफ। वेलकम बैक दोस्तों, एक बार फिर से स्वागत है आप सभी का डियर जिंदगी में। तो कविता मैम, आज हम बात करने वाले हैं लर्निंग डिसेबिलिटी के बारे में, जो कि बहुत बच्चों में हो सकती है पर हमें उसकी अवेयरनेस ही नहीं है। इवन मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि कई बार पेरेंट्स को लगता है कि हमारा बच्चा तो बहुत डल है, ये पढ़ता नहीं है, कुछ करता नहीं है, जैसे कि हमने पहले बात करी है। तो आज एक बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक पर हम बात करने वाले हैं। तो सभी पेरेंट्स आप जरा अलर्ट हो जाइए और इस शो को पूरा जरूर सुनिए। कविता मैम।
यस ज्योति, बिल्कुल ठीक। और आज मेरे साथ एक बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट गेस्ट भी हैं जिनका नाम है रूपा किरण। Okay, she is the founder director of Absorbent Mind Montessori School and she is from Bangalore, and she is being working with children from last more than 20 years, and she is an expert in the specific learning disability. तो मैं उनको invite करूंगी, and she has completed her master's degree in inclusive education from Northampton University, UK. And she's being trained under the Vrindavan Education Trust, and I think she has a lot of things in her portfolio, so I would not be reading all which is there in front of me, Jyoti, but let me tell you that today she is going to really add lot of value to this show from her coming up from such an expert level of experience into the SLD, which means specific learning disability. So welcome Rupa.
या नमस्ते विथ यू पीपल। बहुत खुशी हुई मुझे इधर आके।
हाँ, सो रूपा किरण, जैसे कि आप सुन रहे थे कि लर्निंग डिसेबिलिटी जो है, जैसे कि ज्योति अभी बोल रही थी कि लर्निंग डिसेबिलिटी का इतना हमें पता नहीं चलता है, काफी पेरेंट्स को पता नहीं चलता है, और वो यही सोचते हैं कि भाई ये मिसबिहेवियर है या ये केयरलेस है या एटीट्यूड इशू है, इसको तो करना नहीं है। तो पहले तो मुझे थोड़ा सा आप ब्रीफ कीजिए कि आखिर में ये SLD है क्या? What exactly would you like to say on the SLD?
Yeah, SLD is a specific learning difficulty, or if it is severe, we call it as disability. Okay, so this is associated with neurological disorder. Neurological सब कुछ हमारे brain sensory से होता है। 5 senses है हमारा, so all learning will happen through these 5 senses only. When there is some deficit in this, it can be visual, it can be auditory, it can be spatial, means बोलने का, और it can be sensory यानी fine motor skills, पकड़ने का नहीं होता, या neurological कुछ ऐसा प्रॉब्लम होता है, तो इसको हम उसी से डिफिकल्टी आता है। देख नहीं सकते या कम सुनाई देता है बच्चों का, ताकि he cannot hear properly and he cannot recall it, एंड मेमोरी का भी वो इश्यू होता है समटाइम्स। सो ये सब न्यूरोलॉजिकली कनेक्टेड होता है हमारे ब्रेन से। सो दिस डिसेबिलिटी विल हैपन बिकॉज ऑफ सम इफेक्ट इन द न्यूरोलॉजिकल सिस्टम बिकॉज ऑफ।
ऑलराइट, एंड दिस न्यूरोलॉजिकल प्रॉब्लम जो है ये बाय बर्थ होता है या बाद में भी हो सकता है?
सी यूजुअली इट विल बी फ्रॉम बर्थ, द चाइल्ड इज बोर्न लाइक दैट।
ओके,
ये एक्सेप्टेंस पेरेंट्स को बहुत कड़वी लगती है। इट्स वेरी वेरी हार्ड टू डाइजेस्ट, टू टेक इट। माय चाइल्ड इज नॉट लाइक दिस, बिकॉज एवरीबडी एक्सपेक्ट्स वो हैव चिल्ड्रन बिकॉज दे फील माय चाइल्ड इज गोइंग टू बी दिस, माय चाइल्ड इज गोइंग टू बी अ साइंटिस्ट एंड दिस एंड दिस एंड दिस, बट समटाइम्स इट गोज रॉन्ग, सो वी कैन नॉट हेल्प इट, वी नीड टू एक्सेप्ट। अगर हम एक्सेप्ट करेंगे पहले तो अर्ली इयर्स में हम इसको सॉल्व कर सकते हैं। ऐसे नहीं एक क्यूर हो सकता है। इसको डील करने का तरीका बता सकते हैं, इसको कैसे डील कर सकते हैं, और बच्चे को इसके बारे में मालूम होता है। द चाइल्ड हिमसेल्फ विल नो दैट आई कैन नॉट डू दिस। सो ये बच्चा क्या करता है, हाइड करना शुरू कर देता है। सो इन ऑर्डर टू हाइड दिस, ये नॉटी हो जाता है और goof up and run off and do things and making himself as joker in the class, ये सब करता है क्योंकि उसको हाइड, बिकॉज बच्चे को मालूम होता है कि उसको वो प्रॉब्लम, कुछ प्रॉब्लम है, मुझे ये नहीं आता, दूसरे बच्चों, आई एम नॉट इक्वल टू the child can realize that. So he starts goofing up and he becomes a clown in the class. Or everybody will think, oh, he's so funny, he's such a jovial person. They'll think like that. He's so funny all the time. He makes jokes and all that. But that is not the reason. We will tell, like, if somebody is laughing too much, there is some this thing behind it. So that's how this goes. So this child will realize that he has something in him. So he becomes like this in the classroom.
Okay, so you are saying that these type of children, they look very, very normal otherwise.
Yes.
But because of slight neurological issues, they behave in this ways.
Yes. We will not use the term neurological issue because in order to understand, I told this, it becomes a little difficult for the parents to, digest it. So it's better when we keep it simple and we will tell the child has little difficulty in learning. So that way it becomes easier, and at the same time they'll be more positive in learning or in supporting the child or whatever,
Okay, ma'am, actually sometimes generally क्या होता है कि बच्चे याद करते हैं, they learn something, और how to identify कि it is learning disability, like कई बार हम भी याद करने लगते हैं, we cannot learn so easily, we need to put efforts to learn something. तो कैसे पता चले कि ये learning disability है बच्चे में?
Okay. So early years यानी 0 to 6 years. 0 to 6 years में क्या होता है? We will have certain developments in the child. Now, as soon as the child is born, the child cannot walk, talk, and run around. Unlike animals, other animals, as soon as they are born, they will get up, they'll run, and all that. But here, what happens with our children is like human child. The child needs support. Okay. So other than that, the biological clock in the child works very well. Like the child is feeling hungry, so he cries. वो रोता है क्योंकि उसको भूख लगा है. वो सब, all that, it is happening automatically. Why? Because of the biological clock of the child. So in case, say now, the child is not crying at all. The child is so mum and the child is not crying though. So the mother has to feed every 2 hours or 3 hours or whatever. She has to mark and all this. So certain major difficulty बच्चों में, when the child is born, the doctors will identify it and they will tell there is going to be this issues, which can be with the motor. वो चल नहीं सकता है, वो ऐसे कुछ नहीं कर सकता है, these things. But this learning disability जो होता है, only we can start identifying when they start doing academics.
Yes.
You're getting what I'm telling?
Yes.
When he starts going to school. So that is when parents will start opening their eyes and identifying. But by then the child will be 3 years. So the child can be worked very early in case the parent is identified. Say with speech. See, if the child has polio or the child is cannot see or something, as soon as the child is born, we can make out. But certain things also, certain ways, sometimes we cannot, even with vision also, it becomes a little problem. Probably after a year, the parent might discover, because the parent doesn't know.
Yes.
What is, because
Minor disability maybe.
That is what the parent will think. So these things are there where when once the child is born, they need to identify and they need to be alert for few months where what's happening. So this, we call it as sensitive periods. There are sensitive periods in the child, and from 0 to 6 years it's called as absorbent mind. Absorbent mind is the child just absorbs what is there in the surrounding. Say like language. Uska, now because my language is Kannada and yours is Hindi, the child who is born in your surrounding will learn Hindi. The child is born in my surrounding will learn Kannada. So are we going to teach them? Are we sitting and teaching mother tongue? No, nobody is teaching mother tongue. Yes. So the child absorbs naturally and it is growing. So when there is a deficit, kuch problem hai. So the child is supposed to start speaking by 1 year. See these 2-letter words and all, amma, appa and all this, the child will start speaking. But the child is not speaking. But still sometimes we can overlook that and we can wait till next 6 months.
Yeah, it happens. Yes.
Yeah, we do that. But if the child is having stuttering or the tongue, I have children, I will share my experience. I have children who come at 12, at the age of 12 to me. But the processing is quite different, and in their brain and thought process and even the writing will be different. Why? Because the child is pronouncing differently. For R, the child will pronounce th.
Yeah. Okay.
So the child's brain will record that. child's brain is not recording R. It will record the only. Then what happens is while writing, the child is making mistakes while writing, because and the spelling errors are there, and a lot of issues like this are also happening. And then what happens with memory? And at the same time with the memory, because of all this jumbled up, like, probably the child is hyperactive. Say we call it as ADHD, attention deficit hyperactive disorder, because now it is becoming more. I don't know why, because of the condition, or because of it's a metropole and everybody is in a hurry. Parents are in a hurry. Both parents are working, and the child is not getting time, and the child is becoming more anxious and more active in the sense. We call it as hyperactive. They call it as hyperactive disorder. Hyperactive disorder क्या होता है? They think and they move very fast. When it comes to writing, the child's mind and the neurosystem with writing, the muscular, fine motor, it doesn't go together. वो सोचता fourth sentence है, लिखता है first sentence.
Oh my God.
So what happens is there is lot of jumbled up, like when there are all the vessels falling down, there are different kinds of music. That is what will happen in child's brain. There are different sounds happening. The child doesn't know which song to write. So these are the issues where they will face. So it becomes really difficult sitting in a class of 30 children and listening, because everybody is telling something and teacher is going on. So the teacher is already doing fifth and the child is thinking of the first one. So the teacher thinks, oh, he cannot do, he's dull and all that. But at the same time, if the child is given help, the child is given a little support, really. And one more issue with the hyperactive children is they can't sit in one place. They keep roaming, and the teacher always might complain, like the child is running, ये भाग रहा है, क्लास में बैठता नहीं है, बाहर भाग जाता है, ऐसा करता है ये, he cannot keep his book properly, books को ठीक से नहीं रखता है, वो लिखता कुछ भी नहीं है, ये इतना अभी first standard में है, ये कुछ नहीं कर रहा है. These things are there. Only when it is a little late they rectify. But it is possible to do early intervention. Here with us, what we do is we do early intervention as soon as the child comes at 1.6 years. Here हमारे स्कूल में 1.6 year में आता है, तो फिर तब हम 6 months में हमको पता चल जाता है कुछ issue है या नहीं. Now I have a child who is in M3, that is the child is 5+. The child came to me in 2 years, when he was 2 years. So at 2 years when we stopped, I did feel, मुझे मालूम पड़ा इसको थोड़ा डिफिकल्टी हो, बिकॉज उसको प्रोनाउंसिएशन में, उसको बोलने में प्रॉब्लम है. उसका मदर टंग तेलुगु है, और he lives in Karnataka, so he knows Kannada, and he tries to speak English also. Dilemma where there are so many languages. To Montessori, the children, actually human child can learn 6 languages by the age of 6-7 years. They can actually speak 6 to 7 languages. This is the capacity of the human child. So here what happens is, this child now, he is in 5+, he's showing predominant. Now parents have accept karna hai parents ko. If the parent is not accepting and not trying to help and denying, kuch nahi hoga, aise ho jayega, to aise smart hai. The child is very smart, the child is very sweet and very smart. Nobody can make out the child has difficulty. That is one more aspect we need to look into, where we overlook. हम उसको इतना इम्पोर्टेंस नहीं देते, क्योंकि बच्चा एक्टिव है और intelligent है other activities. So this is one more thing we need to look into.
Yes, Rupa. So it was really very nice to understand that how this SLD is working. और मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि शायद बहुत सारे घर में SLD वाले बच्चे जरूर होंगे जिनको लर्निंग डिसेबिलिटी है. आपने बीच में मुझे बताया कि एक सेंसिटिव पीरियड है चाइल्ड की ग्रोथ में. So what exactly is this sensitive period?
Okay. So sensitive period is the development of the child. Every few months it will be there with the child, and this just it weans off and the new sensitive period comes in. Sensitive period are like, say, walking, for talking, and the child can sit, the child can, first is the child is born, then slowly the child starts touching things and seeing things and all that. Initially we will not do, but slowly, and he starts that. And within 1 year, he'll be able to walk. There is a process.
So, I think whenever we go to the child specialist, there is some chart available of milestones.
Yes.
So, are we talking about that?
Yes, milestones. Yes, exactly. Sensitive periods will help the child reach the milestones.
Okay.
Yeah, that is how it goes. The sensitive period is there. Say, mothers will tell, abhi ye kar raha tha. From yesterday, he's doing something else. From 3 months, I saw him, he's doing this. today he is doing something else. So the sensitive period has changed from that to the next level. It can be like, listening and touching. Now the child has started putting things in mouth. मुंह में डालने का. So then he's trying to understand his surrounding through taste. सब कुछ मुंह में डालता है. क्यों? Because he's trying to understand his surrounding through taste. He's trying to experiment with a lot of things, and he's listening and he doesn't know where to listen. And after that, he becomes very sharp. He knows who is calling, mother is calling, father is calling, auntie is calling, uncle is calling. So these are the sensitive periods, and he starts mastering it. Once he starts walking, chalne lagta hai, you can see children running and running and running and running. You can see that, Why? Because he's mastering the skill of walking. He's mastering.
All right.
So that is what.
So sensitive period basically is completion of one milestone and then entering the another period, right?
Yes, exactly.
And transitioning from one milestone to the another milestone.
Next milestone. Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
You also used one word which was like biological clock.
Yes.
Can you just help us more to understand about it?
Yeah. A biological clock is like everybody has a biological clock. Whether we want, we don't want, we'll open our eyes at 6 a.m. in the morning. Correct? So this is the biological clock. Wanting or not wanting, it will happen. Hunger at 1 o'clock.
Yes.
The child, he feels hungry every 1 hour or 2 hour, whatever it is. He feels hungry. He wants something. He asks. And so that is the biological clock in the child. Even going to the bathroom and all that, the child does it automatically. How is that? Nobody is teaching the child. It is there inside the child, where it works accordingly. It can be waking up, growing, and talking, speaking. All this are there inside the child, where God has given us. Bhagwan ne diya hai, wo isko biological clock bolte hain hum. We should not try to disturb the biological clock. The child is doing certain things. We are forcing the child to do something else because his body or organs sab biological clock ke upar hi chalta hai. That is what happens. It is adhered to that. All his organs and all that. So we should not force the child to do certain things where it might affect in other ways. So this is one.
Can you explain with some example here that how do you think parents can disturb the biological clock?
See, I know now because there are diapers and there are other things going to this thing and all. And with eating and all that, they consider sometimes the child will become obese and they will control. Certain things are there. And waking up, especially waking up, sleep especially. The child, because the mother and father wants to go somewhere and they're waking the child up regularly and they're disturbing the child. So the child's biological clock slowly changed. Now we are in India. Now it is morning. In US, it is night. So when we go there, we'll have jet lag, or when we come from there, we have jet lag. That itself will tell about the biological clock of the person. We cannot sleep here. Yeah, we sleep in the morning and wake up at night. So that is the biological clock. That is how it works.
Yeah, so you are trying to say here is that whenever the child feels hungry, feed. Whenever the child wants to sleep, allow the child to sleep. Whenever the child wants to play, allow the child to play. And whenever the child wants to go to the washroom, allow him to do that.
Yes.
Are we saying that? Because are you also saying that every human is having a different biological clock?
It depends. Yes, of course. It depends on his surrounding and his nature. It's all associated with the nature. So it depends on his surrounding, whatever it is. So he develops that. That is how.
Till how long this biological clock should not be disturbed?
See, it is as early, up to the age of 6 or 8 or whatever. So the child automatically, once he is 6 and 7, he understands certain things. What to be done, what not to be done, and all that. Some children you see getting up in between the food and they go. So these things are there which we should not, we should not condemn, or we should not do certain this thing. It's all about his, or else if there is any disturbance in his system, so naturally he will become cranky and he'll show that there is some disturbance. So that time we might need the doctor's help or something like that, So he will show if there is disturbance in his clock, the child is unable to sleep, or there is certain pain or certain thing because of disturbance in the routine or something. If there is severe pain and severe, misfunctioning in his system, so that way we can take the help of the doctor that time.
Okay, so Rupa, I see because I also work with many parents, and I see a concern here, and that is that parents want to discipline their child as early as possible. So if we say let us not disturb their biological clock, I have even seen parents, at the age of 2 years, even their poo time is fixed. Okay, their poo time is fixed, their eating time is fixed, their sleeping time is fixed, everything is fixed. So what do you have to say on this? I mean, are we saying here that disciplining the child is also somewhere we are putting our own time frame and telling the child what is right and what is wrong?
Yes.
So how do you draw that boundary between disciplining the child and not disturbing the biological clock of the child?
It is, we call it as suppressing the child. Suppressing the child in the sense, we are made adult world. We don't have a child's world here at all. See, that is one thing we need to see. Because in the child's world, he's so disciplined, he wants his slipper to be next to each other. All the time you observe these children, small children, they have this order of putting the slippers in one place. They don't want it to be thrown here and there. We adults are there to throw, but it disturbs them. Say there is example where I have read it. So Montessori told. So where the adult used to all the time come home and speak with the child and all that. And there was this umbrella all the time in one corner. So this child had observed, though lying on the bed, the child is say 6 months or 8 months or something, the child is there and he's observed this. And someday this umbrella was kept open and it was kept elsewhere. The child started crying. See, that sensitive is the child. So this first we should understand. The sensitivity of the child is higher, greater than the adult. The child can even observe every small things. When the teacher is there in the class, the child observes really very small things, how the teacher smiles, or whether she's angry, whether she's dull. The child can observe all this. A biological clock, the biological clock works like that. So what happens is, when the child, disciplining is fine. I understand disciplining has to happen, but don't force the child to discipline himself. Teach him along with him. So slowly the changes should happen. The changes should not happen like the child is having his work pattern differently. The clock pattern is working. Suddenly next day you will tell the child is waking up at 6. You are making the child sleep, forcing the child to sleep till 9 o'clock because you have some work. Or waking up the child at 5 o'clock because you have some work. Suddenly. Don't do that. We should not do that. What we should do is, disciplining is fine. I do understand the child needs to be disciplined. But how do you discipline the child? You need to understand the pattern of the child. The whole day's pattern you need to record what the child does the whole day, and the second day and the third day. Then slowly, one at a time, you should try and change. So then there will not be a problem and the pressure on the child. The child will not realize the change. The child, it is inevitable for the child to grow and become an adult. Whether we want, we don't want, the child will grow and become an adult. So the child needs to put in the right track or right manner. We need to give it. Don't force the child to be disciplined. In order to discipline, we should not force the child.
Okay, so I know if there would have been a parent here, definitely I think you will also agree. They will say जब तक force नहीं लगाते हैं तब तक कुछ होता ही नहीं है, क्योंकि human nature है, child का nature है to leave him free. Every child wants to be free, so it becomes a very challenging task for a parent to discipline.
I understand this. In Montessori environment, we have a prepared environment. Every home can have a prepared environment. Prepared environment in the sense there are certain things which are in order, which the child doesn't like to be disturbed. Even like I told about the slipper thing only. Even if Dadaji's slipper is here and there, the child will go and put it together. You must have observed it. Most of the parents, they really would have observed this. And this should not be disturbed. So what we can do is, slowly we should practice. First of all, adult has to be more disciplined. Compared to, instead of trying to be a teacher, trying to be a strict monitor. See, first of all, it's the adult's duty to practice it. बच्चा ऐसे बनता है जो घर में होता है, isn't it? If they are fighting, the child will become rude. If the house environment is like that, the child will become like that. If the house environment all the time singing and dancing and all, the child is all more to culture. So this is how it goes. So first is you need to monitor put things right in the adult's world first. बोलने में एक और करने में एक, we should not do that.
Right. So अगर हम SLD की बात करें, आज जैसे कि आपने बोला कि 0 to 6 years is the time to really
Yes.
identify the symptoms.
Yes.
And how would you guide the parents here very clearly what they should see in order to understand that their child needs help?
Okay. Now here we have, I will segregate it into different categories. Here we have special learning disability in different categories. Dyslexia. Dyslexia is all about writing and spellings. All about writing, spellings and reading and all this. Dyscalculia. Dyscalculia is to do with mathematics. The child does very well in English, but the child cannot do mathematics at all. 1 + 1 also the child cannot do, or else somewhere in a higher level, if he goes, that also he cannot understand. Then we have ADD, attention deficit disorder, where the child is sitting, वो बैठा है, मगर उसको जो टीचर बोल रही है वो समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, but he is not moving around. The child is always distracted. Attention deficit disorder. The next one is ADHD, attention deficit hyperactive disorder, where in hyperactiveness the child cannot sit at all in one place. The child is running here, running there, and this, as soon as the child starts walking, I will start with ADHD because I have seen now most of the children are coming to me with these issues, ADHD issue, where the child cannot sit. Now I'll start with this. As soon as the child starts walking at the age of 1 or 1.5, you can see the child is doing more than the normal regular children. If regular children are running 10 times, this child is running 20 times or 30 times or 40 times. And the child is more anxious, where he is unable to sit to eat, he is unable to, sit even for the toilet, he is unable to even sleep properly because he is unable to sleep. His sleep is so disturbed at night. Morning, there is so dark circle around his eyes. And eating, he finds it so difficult to eat. Because there is a lot of sensory issue in his mouth, he cannot eat rice or slimy things, and he cannot eat bread. Most of the time they try to crave on sweets. Because they are running out of energy, they crave on sweets. At this time, we need to avoid a lot of sweets. We should not give children more sweets. This we should understand. So what happens is now here, the child is running. So that time the parent automatically will realize, but ठीक हो जाता है. ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. No, here in ADHD, sometimes the child starts climbing on the door, climbing on window, and what they think is, some parents think is, oh, he's so active, he's doing all exercises on the window and all that, So, but there is still time. You can wait for 6 more months. By the age of 2, if he is 2 very hyperactive, like attention deficit hyperactive disorder, if he has this. So you can easily make out and kindly take the help of a doctor. A psychologist, child psychiatrist. Kindly approach a child psychiatrist, and really they will really help. And in how to go about, they'll explain you how to go about with your child, rather than all the time beating the child, because he's breaking everything. He's pulling everything out at home, because nothing can be kept on the floor. Everything has to be kept on the top, but still the child is climbing up and he's pulling down. These things are there, Many parents are facing it, They come crying by when they're 4, 5 and all, they come. Because they're overlooked, because Nana Nani nahi maan raha hai, Dada Dadi nahi maan raha hai. See, the elders are not, because it's a family, we are all together, ma'am. They look at me very differently. They are not accepting, and they blame me because I'm not. They tell that I have not disciplined the child. It is not about you. It is about the child, because the child is born like that. You cannot help it. Both father and mother have to play equal part in bringing up this child. It is not like because mother is given birth, and it is the responsibility of the mother. No, fathers also have to play equal part in this.
Yeah, that's true. Very nicely explained, Rupa. But as a mom now, even if I don't see children from a coach point of view, as a mother point of view, even if I see children, all the small children are active, most of them. When you will go to the nursery standard children, the class, you will see nobody wants to sit at one place. Yes, every child is roaming. Okay, they are just going out. They want to just leave the class and move around. I remember my son himself did not enter the nursery standard for 3 days. पूरे 3 दिन वो क्लास के अंदर गया ही नहीं, वो बाहर ही रहा. Okay. So, looking into this, where every child wants freedom to move and they want to grow at their own pace. At this time, it becomes very challenging for a mother to understand whether this is a natural child's thing or रियली द चाइल्ड इज हैविंग अ प्रॉब्लम, वो कैसे समझेंगे उसको? क्योंकि सभी बच्चे ज्यादातर एक्टिव है या भागते रहते हैं, मस्ती करते हैं, क्योंकि वो बच्चे हैं। देखिए, एक वो है कि वो बच्चे हैं इसलिए, एक है कि उनको प्रॉब्लम है। तो इसके बीच की जो एक थिन लाइन है, उसमें वुड यू लाइक टू बी लिटिल मोर स्पेसिफिक हियर, व्हिच रियली हेल्प्स पेरेंट्स टू अंडरस्टैंड कि नहीं, अभी मेरे बच्चे को एक बार तो चाइल्ड साइकोलॉजिस्ट को यार दिखाना चाहिए कि भाई उनको कुछ प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं है।
See, here we have children who come because we have children from 1.5 to 6 years of age. Here we cannot categorize everybody under hyperactive disorder. We can actually make out very easily because this child is disorganized. Disorganized in the sense, isko wo order, there is certain order when we are moving or when we are in the classroom or when we are in house or whatever it is, there is certain order. So this child is all mixed up all the time, and he is jumping from here to there and there to here, where it is uncontrollable that time. Or else we can overlook this up to the age of 6.
Okay,
we can overlook this up to the age of 6. He is not so very hyperactive that he is hurting himself. What happened was, one of my child, he just jumped out of the scooter. He's 4-year-old.
Oh, okay.
This should not happen. Just blindly running on the road just like that.
Okay, so
not realizing there is order, because if the child is the sensitive periods are working well and the child is fine, the child really is scared and the child really is conscious about looking left and right or what is coming, what is not coming. There is a pit there. I should not jump. So these things, the child, naturally it is there in the children. They will understand this. Because if the child is really disordered or things are there like this, the child cannot realize it because he cannot control his neurological system. He cannot control. The neurological is working something and his brain is telling something. This is what happens.
Okay. So what I understood from here is, parents, अगर आपको लगता है कि आपके बच्चों को लिखने में प्रॉब्लम है, वो स्पेलिंग्स को उल्टा पुल्टा लिखते हैं या लॉजिक्स नहीं लगा पा रहे हैं मैथ्स में, या फिर वो ठीक से बोल नहीं पाते हैं, देयर इज अ प्रॉब्लम इन द स्पीच, और देयर इज अ प्रॉब्लम इन द फोकस पार्ट ऑफ इट, और यू फील दैट योर चाइल्ड इज वेरी वेरी हाइपर, तो ये सारे सिम्टम्स अगर अनकंट्रोलेबल हैं, प्लीज एवरी पेरेंट नीड्स टू अनकंट्रोलेबल वर्ड पे भी थोड़ा सा ध्यान दीजिए और वेट कीजिए 6 months 1 year, और आपको लगता है कि वो ठीक नहीं हो रहा है, सटल नहीं हो रहा है, बल्कि इंक्रीज हो रहा है, तो इट इज मैंडेटरी एट दैट मोमेंट टू जस्ट हैव एटलीस्ट वन विजिट टू अ चाइल्ड साइकोलॉजिस्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट. यस रूपा?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, because I know कि आजकल तो बच्चे अगर आप देखोगे सारे बच्चे हाइपर हैं.
Yes,
है ना? तो कहीं ना कहीं तो लाइन ड्रॉ करनी पड़ेगी कि भाई कहाँ पर प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है. और I remember my son was a very very hyper child to feel it, but I have seen him growing. मतलब जैसे जैसे वो बड़ा होता गया तो मुझे ऐसा लगा कि नहीं, अभी तो वो बहुत सेटल हो गया है. उस समय पे मैं भी सोचती थी कि कुछ प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं है. तो ये सारा बहुत सारे पेरेंट्स आज अगर इस प्रोग्राम को सुन रहे हैं तो इस बात को समझिए, एज अ पेरेंट आप देखिए कि उनके वो सिम्टम्स ग्रो हो रहे हैं या डाउनवर्ड जा रहे हैं. है ना रूपा? Am I right?
Yeah, the thing is, with the hyperactiveness comes with sitting and writing, the academic work. When the academic work is not happening and, there is a lot of distraction. So that is where, because we need performance, all the parents, because the child needs to be educated, the child needs to go to school and do certain things. And there is a disturbance even in the school environment. When the child is too hyper and there's a lot of complaints coming in and all that, that way we need to see. The child is not doing purposefully because his neurology is not supporting him. That's all. It is not the child's fault.
Right. So एक केस मुझे ध्यान में आ रहा है कि एक पेरेंट आए थे मेरे पास, उनका बच्चा जो है वो लिखता नहीं था ना, क्लास वर्क नहीं करता था, होमवर्क भी नहीं करता था, और लेकिन उसको समझ में सब कुछ आ जाता है वो ना, उसको कंसेप्चुअल वाइज ही वाज वेरी स्ट्रांग, लेकिन जब वो पेपर देता है वहां पे वो कुछ भी छोड़कर नहीं आता. वो टाइम फ्रेम से पहले ही अपना पेपर खत्म कर लेता है. आप क्या बोलोगे उसको? और उसका मार्क्स भी अच्छे आए हैं, ही स्कोर्स अबव 90.
Okay, so here one more thing is, we cannot, that's what I would like to say. Some children will have great memory. Now I would give you this thing where my child, he speaks like one foreigner, like one Englishman, but mother doesn't know one word of English. This is the we actually don't know where exactly this thing is going. The child really can speak so well, and now he doesn't want to converse with his mother because she doesn't speak English. See, these are the issues. We cannot say where exactly things lie. And orally he is excellent because he cannot put it on paper. And some children are there. We have something called autism. ASD, we call it as autism spectrum disorder. Okay. So these children in the borderline, if they are in the borderline, they have excellent memory. They have excellent memory. With autism is a case where children have issues only with socializing. They cannot mingle with people. They would like to be alone. And they have excellent memory. And whatever is been discovered, including Einstein and everyone, were autistic. They were all considered. They were all sent out.
And even, ma'am, I just want to share here about autism that you have just mentioned. We have, we had organized a show called Udaan Idol. It was a singing competition for persons with disability, and there are many autistic people, students, maybe children are participating, and they cannot speak. They will not answer your questions, but they sing exactly, like they'll sing very, very well. And even last year in our जो बच्चों का लिटिल चैम्प्स हमने करवाया था कंपटीशन, उसमें जो फर्स्ट आई थी लड़की, शी वाज ऑटिस्टिक, एंड वी वर रियली, इट वाज रियली नाइस टू अंडरस्टैंड कि ऐसे बच्चे जो बात भी नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, आपके सवालों के जवाब भी नहीं दे पा रहे हैं, बट स्टिल सिंगिंग वो इतनी अच्छी कर रहे हैं, वर्ड्स को इतना अच्छा याद करके और टोन को इतना अच्छा याद करके सुना रहे हैं. तो इट मीन्स कि उनकी ऑब्जर्वेशन जहाँ पे चली गई बस, आई थिंक.
They're excellent. They're visual. We call it as they have this visual strength is very much more. Visual memory is very good with them. We need not hear my neurotypical children at age of 6 is struggling to read sentences, but an autistic child actually with speech, in case they have speech, or ASD children have speech, they can read books, novels. They can read. So that is the capacity. So we cannot, exactly say certain things. This only will happen. This only will happen. Each case is different. If I have 10 children, all the 10 children have different cases, different issues. All the 10 will not fall under the same thing. So we will prepare something called IEP, Individual Education Plan, to each child. All the 10 children will have different education plan, and we work on that accordingly.
I think here parents and teachers both have to play a very, very important,
very great role. Yes, like Kavita told, like this child has written very well and he scores very well. The child is like this. So that is what I would like to say. Each case is different. Each case is different. Not the same.
But do you think this child needs help?
As far as my concern goes, academically, no. But socializing, you need to look into how the socializing of the child is. Is a child social?
He is having friends.
Okay.
He is having friends. Yeah, he do. इसका limited है, but this is the way, like many people are there. So he has his 2-3 good friends. He mingles with his own relatives, and he does a lot of masti and all. So that is not a problem. Only thing is that he don't want to do the things in a structured way. Homework is a structured way. I don't want to do. Classwork is a structured way. I don't want to do. So he will practice questions also, but in a scribbling form. Okay, he will scribble, he will understand, he will solve the entire book also, but in his own way. If you will say you will say you have not done even one question properly. But when he will sit for the exam, he will do everything properly and complete the exam before time.
Then I think it should not be a problem at all here, because if the child is understanding, it is a way of, like, we do research learning. So probably the way of learning is quite high.
Maybe the child is moody now. Sometimes children are moody.
No, he is always like that.
That should not be a problem. As far as the socializing is there, as far as the other things are there, the child is understanding the concept, then don't bother. I need not have a notes to.
Okay, ma'am. Just last question I want to know. Like, अगर पता चल जाता है कि बच्चे में कोई learning disability है, person cannot learn properly or not write properly, whatever, जो भी आपने टर्म्स मेंशन की है, डिसलेक्सिया एंड अदर्स, तो अगर पता चल जाता है तो इसका पूरा सोल्यूशन है क्या? मतलब they need to just consult child psychiatrist or any other solution is there?
Once you go to child psychologist, we have special educators. Special educators are trained to help these children. They are not regular teachers. Regular teachers, they might find it difficult. To understand itself, it is so difficult. Because I went to one of the schools I do teachers training and orientation. When I went there, when I gave the questionnaire with regard to this special education, out of 28, only one, and many can only identify mental disorder. They can say cerebral palsy or something. One or two, they will. Yeah, that's all the awareness is there. They don't know exactly what is happening below.
There are very less teachers.
Specifications, the specification they didn't know. They were teaching around 600 children. So this is what it is. 25% around the world. In every class, 25% will have children have difficulty in learning.
Oh,
that is the issue. 20 to 25% children have learning issues. Either one or here or there. The child is good in art, the child doesn't want to write. The child is expressing through art. So fine, encourage the child to go through art. No, so there's no harm in that. So giving the art, you can help the child to read and write. You need to pacify the child through his liking. Then make your work. Then ask the child to do your work. So
maybe our new education policy will help such children. Maybe.
Yeah. Rupa, it's a very big number. As you are saying, every class is having 20 to 25% children who are having learning disability.
Not every class. Overall. In class, 25% means if there are 30 children, that means around 6 children will have difficulty in a classroom. Whatever we call last benches, whatever the last bench, the first bench and all this now. So it is not about that, because they know the difficulty. So they they are so annoying in the classroom. They don't want to, they're becoming comicking, and minimum 6 to 7 children will be there.
In every class?
In every class there will be. If the number is 30. If the number is 30.
30.
That is a 20%, 20%.
But I feel this is not at all into anybody's awareness.
Yes, awareness is very less. They're overlooking it. Main thing is acceptance, ma'am. Main thing is acceptance. People have to accept it, and they have to help each other. My child, if he goes with the other child, he will get spoiled. At grade 1, how do they understand? How do children understand that the other one is spoiling them? How even they will understand? It's not possible at all. So parents have to look at it differently.
Yeah, I also heard you saying the intensity part of it, and I also heard you saying that few children are at the boundary. How to understand this intensity part? Because I think, as you said, then every class is having 6 to 7 children who comes into this category. I also believe that there must be a boundary line or intensity level to understand that this child really needs external help, or there are certain remedies which parents can also do at home and can rectify this problem.
Yes. Actually, many with the borderline issues, parents, if they are really aware and they are well educated and all that, they can rectify. Sometimes it need not be education. See, we have a thin line between education and literacy. This one I would like to say. Literacy and education. Earlier, people did not know how to write, but they were educated. Do you agree?
Yes.
Do you agree? Yes. And literacy, sometimes it becomes like literally uneducated. Throwing the paper trash on the road is being literate but uneducated.
Sure, definitely.
Isn't it? So these things happen. So where we need to look into these things. Literacy is all about writing and reading. Correct? So if you are well educated, first we need to try and educate the child. Literacy, reading, writing automatically comes later because the child is in the surrounding. So surrounding in his environment, it is happening. The children are going to school and reading, writing is happening, and automatically he will pick up. Only when there is an issue, we need to interfere there. Only when there is a hindrance, then we need to enter. With this fine line at home, actually they can rectify and they can work more. Now here my neurotypical child is writing 2 sheets of worksheets. But here these children are supposed to write 10. They need lot of practice and repetition. It's about lot of practice and repetition and different ways of giving it. It's not only one. We need to give worksheets in a very different pattern and different ways of doing it. Once you approach the special educator, she will start working. She or he will start working on this child accordingly.
So you are saying that in case such symptoms are seen, even if the parents they feel it, even if they are at the boundary line, or even if they have little doubt, also they can always go to the child psychologist, get their test done, and in case if they find, they can have the remedies.
Yeah,
any solutions?
It's not a taboo. See, one more thing is there, like, मेरे बच्चे में क्या है, psychologist के पास जाना है. See, these things and all, it don't feel like that. You are ultimately helping the child to become a good human being. Once he turns 12 years, then you are realizing he's having teenage problems and he's being arrogant and he's becoming rude and all that, because you have not worked with the child during his early years. Before the age of 6, you have not worked well. That's why the child has become like that when he's a teenager. So these things we need to understand. Look at the big picture. Look at what he will become if you are not helping him now at this small age. What will he become when he becomes a teenager and an adult?
Definitely. Any solutions that you want to give to the parents? Can parents also do something at their level, or the solution is only to go to the child psychologist?
No, of course. So what at home they can do is with fine motor. The child is unable to hold the pencil. The child is not having pencil grip and cannot hold the pencil and all that. At home, they can do a lot of fine motor activity, like, making this batti, cotton. So at the same time, it should serve some purpose. With these 3 fingers, index, thumb, index, and the middle finger. With these 3 fingers, the child is supposed to pick up the seeds, mix the seeds, and you put it in one bowl. Give 2 different bowls. A 2-year-old, 3-year-old, really they are interested in doing these activities. You can sort these activities.
Actually मैम, what I have understood from your words, like अगर हमें awareness हो जाती है कि हमारे बच्चे में इस तरह का issue and we have accepted, तो solutions फिर parents अपने आप से कुछ ना कुछ निकाल लेंगे, because parents तो obviously they are doing something.
There are many solutions available on Google also these days.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because now technology is so good that they can take support of that. That should not be a.
Yes, thank you very much. Rupa, for giving us so much insights on this learning disability issues with children, and I hope many parents जो इस शो को सुन रहे हैं वो ये समझ पा रहे हैं कि भाई ये वाली प्रॉब्लम्स अगर होती हैं तो हो सकता है आपके बच्चे को लर्निंग डिसेबिलिटी है. So there is no need to panic मत कीजिए. Just have an acceptance. It's okay. Any child can have that, and there is a solution available. जिस तरीके से आपके बच्चे को फीवर भी होता है तो आप क्या करते हो, पहले तो एक्सेप्ट करते हो और फिर उसको डॉक्टर को दिखाते हो. Similarly, accept it कि yes, there may be a problem and there is no harm in taking one session with the child psychologist to understand whether their child is really facing any problem or not. Because if you will not understand that, your child will become very frustrated and stressful in the long run.
Exactly.
So, thank you so much, Rupa, for being here.
Thanks for having me here. It's my pleasure. They need further help, they can call me, and that should not be a problem. I'll be happy to help.
Definitely. And Rupa, would you like to give your email ID so that our listeners, those who feel that their children are having this problem, or even the adults, the teenagers, if they feel they are having any issue like this and they are not able to speak to their parents, or the parents, they feel their children are having any this kind of learning disability issue, you can meet or you can share your message on email with Rupa.
Yes,
Rupa, can you help?
Yes, Absorbent Mind, ABSORBENTMIND @gmail.com.
Great. Thank you so much, Rupa. We'll definitely see if we can again call you with some more issues related with the disability.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much.
तो उम्मीद है कि लिसनर्स आपको आज का टॉपिक बहुत ही हेल्पफुल लगा होगा, और आई नो कि आप भी अपने आसपास और अपने बच्चों में, और अगर आप टीचर हैं तो जो आपके स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनके बारे में ध्यान रखेंगे कि कहीं इस तरह की प्रॉब्लम लर्निंग डिसेबिलिटी तो नहीं. तो आई फील कि अपने बच्चों को आप कभी भी मारिएगा मत, डांटिएगा मत, प्यार से समझेगा कि उसे क्या प्रॉब्लम है, और सोल्यूशन तो आप जानते ही हैं हर प्रॉब्लम का इस वर्ल्ड में मिल ही जाता है. तो इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ आप दीजिए इजाजत, और इसी तरह से आप सुनते रहिए रेडियो उड़ान. अपना फीडबैक हमें जरूर दीजिएगा. Thank you. Bye-bye. Shubh Ratri. Good night.
Bye-bye.